Hello, welcome to Vintage Cookbooks and Crafts. My name is Barbara and I have collected cookbooks for over 50 years. I'm going to bring you over here closer so you can see some of the pages out of this book. This is the 1964 Favorite Recipes from America's Dairyland, Wisconsin World's Fair edition. This is one giant hunk of cheese. It says the world's largest cheese displayed at the New York World's Fair weighs 34,591 pounds, is approximately 14.5 feet long, 6.5 feet wide, and 5 feet 4 inches high. The cheese was made in Denmark, Wisconsin. The giant cheddar will be taken on a tour of the nation after the World's Fair appearance. Favorite Recipes from America's Dairyland, Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Consumer Recipe Service, Madison, Wisconsin. Under the appetizers, we have zippy cheese spread, hot cheese canopies, curried deviled eggs, nippy cheese log, milkshakes, brown cow, golden eggnog, and I just think that eggnog set is so adorable. Under breads, we have Wisconsin cheese bread, and it says pictured at right, so on the right. So that is Wisconsin cheese bread. Hot cross buns. There's a recipe in here for Swedish coffee cake. There's a recipe for crumb-topped coffee cake made with yeast. There's a bakery in Milwaukee and surrounding areas called Mrs. Greeby's Bakery. And I remember as a child just loving their cream-filled coffee cakes. It wasn't a Bavarian cream, it was a buttercream filling, and oh, that was so good. Banana donuts, circus party cake. I'm going to get on the other side so I can page a bit easier. Applesauce loaf, holiday dark fruit cake, gala frosting, drop cookies, cream cheese spritz, lasagna, Spanish omelet, butter crunch, rice pudding, cherry festival dumplings. In Door County, in this late summer, there's a cherry festival. They grow a lot of cherries. Apple cherry strudel. This is chocolate cream dessert, and we'll be making the cream puffs shortly. This is company meatloaf. That looks good wrapped in bacon. Breaded veal steak, roast Wisconsin turkey, old-fashioned chicken pie, salmon casserole, cherry pie, golden potato salad, party sandwich loaf. I've seen sandwich loaves that are shaped like a regular bread loaf, but not a round one before. And they would have different fillings, like this one has a ham and celery filling, a chili egg filling, and an avocado filling. And then it gets frosted with cream cheese. My mother and my aunt would make that for parties. Crème vichyssoise, which is a creamy potato soup. Here's cheese topped potatoes. It has everyday cheese chart and the different cheeses and the uses that you would use them for. So now we're going to go into the kitchen and make the cream puffs. Okay, the instructions is to put a half a cup of butter, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and a cup of boiling water in a saucepan. Bring to a boil over low heat. I already boiled this, so put that in there. And my butter. That's a half a cup. Eighth teaspoon of salt. Bring this to a boil over low heat. Add flour all at once, and that's 1 cup of sifted flour that I have here. And what this dough is, this puff dough, is another name for it is pâte choux. And you can use this same dough to make eclairs if you wish. And this dough was also used in a previous video I made for Danish puff pastry. It had a shortbread type layer on the bottom, and then on top of that was this puff dough. On my cookie sheet, instead of having it plain, I like to put these Reynolds parchment sheets on, because it fits right inside my half sheet pan. Add flour all at once, stirring rapidly. Cook and stir until mixture leaves the sides of the pan and clings to the spoon. There's my flour. You can see it's starting to cling to itself, and it's not sticking to the sides as I stir. See, it wants to, you can actually get it to go into a ball. It's not clinging to the sides of the pan. So now I remove it from the heat, and now we add the eggs one at a time. And this is the part that gives you your arm exercise, where you beat in those eggs. Egg number 3. When you first put it in, you can see that the egg just kind of slides around with it, but after you beat it for a while, it'll mix into the flour mixture. So you give it a good beating. And here's our 4th egg. If you have weak arms, you can get a friend to help you. You can do a tag team. Make sure I get it all off the sides of the pan. And there you have. It's a puff paste. Puff paste patachu. Now I have to get a tablespoon. Okay, it says this is your puff paste, and it says to drop it by spoonfuls about 3 inches apart. So I'll finish putting this on the pan, and then I'll come back and put it in the oven. Okay, I've got them in the pan, and now I have to put them in the oven. But I need to move the tripod because I can't get the oven door open. So I'll put them in the oven, and then I'll be back. So the puffs are out of the oven. They baked at 450 for 15 minutes. Then I turned down the temperature to 375, and they cooked for another 45 minutes. And it says to cool on racks. So I'll put them on these racks here, and then when they're cool, we'll fill them with whipped cream, and then sprinkle some powdered sugar on top. This is one of my husband's favorite desserts. This is cream puffs. And I remember when I was young and we would go to the fair, there would be a stand where the ladies would be selling nothing but cream puffs. Oh, those are good. So we'll have to let these cool, and then I'll be back and fill them with the whipped cream. Okay, the cream puff shells are cool now, and I whipped the cream. I put about 3, maybe 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar in it while I was whipping it. So now we just cut them in half, and put a dollop of cream in there. I think I'm going to bring back the cookie sheet I baked them on, because when I'm done here, I need to powder them with the powdered sugar. Yep, I'm going to go get the cookie sheet I cooked them on. Hang on. Some of the insides are a little damp yet. You can take that out if you don't like it. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to cut these first before I fill them all. So I'm going to continue to fill these. Okay, I got all the cream puffs full with the whipped cream now. And I wanted to show you a little trick I do. They're charging us per bag for our garbage now. So every inch counts in your garbage bag. If you throw this in, this is going to take up a lot of room, and it's mostly air. So what I do is I crush it down. I smash it down, then I put the cap on it. Now all the air is out. I put the cap on it so the air can't go back into it and make it big again. And this takes up much less room in your garbage bag. So now I'm going to powder these with some powdered sugar. June is Dairy Month. In honor of Dairy Month, we made cream puffs from this 1964 favorite recipes from America's Dairyland. What's more Dairyland than Wisconsin? And cream puffs. Until next time, goodbye.